Hello, English learners. Welcome to Camglish.com. I am Teacher Mela, and let's study the book Small Group Discussion Topics for Korean Students. A Modern Approach to Fluency in English by Jack Martyr. For today, we will discuss Unit 1. And it is about Korea then and now. Korea then and now. Young Koreans can't imagine what Korea was like a generation ago. Look at this picture. This is Seoul. This is Seoul on a normal traffic day in 1988 under a pollution-free sky. And also, take a look at this picture. This is a typical Korean street scene in 1980. Count the cars. Very few, right? Alright, now before we read Unit 1, let's read first some words and phrases. Rag's story. It means very fast economic development. Relate to. Be able to understand it well because of having experienced it. Drab. Not colorful. Boring. Device. Some kind of tool made for a particular purpose. Pharmacies. Stores where they sell medicine and drugs. Broadcast. Showing on the air. And now, let's read this article in Unit 1. Let's start. Much has been written about Korea's rags to riches story and how much the country changed in the past few decades. But Koreans under the age of 40 can't relate to that. If it were possible to rewind the clock to just before the 1988 Seoul Olympics, today's young generation would be shocked at what they would find. A military dictatorship government, a drab and dark environment, very few cars on the roads, and no modern communication devices. Half of the population didn't even have telephones. Until 1987, the only neon signs permitted in Korea were small neon crosses on churches or pharmacies. Any other use of neon was banned. The ban on neon was partly to save electricity and partly to protect the country from possible nighttime air attacks from the north. There were only 4 TV channels in the 80s, and they all showed the same kinds of programs. The first 20 to 25 minutes of every new broadcast were devoted to images and news of Chun Do-won or Roh Tae-woo, the military dictators of the period. All TV broadcasting was in black and white. Can you imagine this? Alright, that's all for today. So I invite you to have fun while learning English. Again, this is Teacher Mela from Camglish.com. See you next time. Goodbye.